Christ followers, but then there's just the hope that people have. Hope. What if? What if I could take control of my health? What if I could have a change in my finances? What if I didn't have to have a 9-to-5 job? What if there was freedom in my life? And what if I could leave a legacy? Maybe you're thinking about that. What if I could leave a legacy? Or what if I could make a difference in the next generation? And there's a lot of what ifs. Make a lasting difference. And maybe you're here this morning, I don't know who's here for the very first time, or maybe you've been here before and you're thinking, I need a better year. You're hopeful that 2020 is going to be a better year than 2019. Maybe it wasn't a good year for you. It was a great year for us, and I believe that the next years are always better. So just real quick to share my story. 35 years ago, I did not have hope. Hope was dead. I was 34 years old. I was a broke stay-at-home mom with the reality of being a single broke stay-at-home mom, and I did not know how I was going to support myself. I have a high school education. I had done some work outside of the home, but not that much. And so when I was faced with being single, fear doesn't even begin to tell you where I was at the time. What are you going to do? Go live with your mother? How are you going to support yourself? And that's when a friend asked me a question that changed the course of my life. And she said, and this question still works today, do you know anybody in your town? I live in Clarksville, Tennessee at the time. Do you know anybody in your town who could use some extra income? Our company is looking for a few good people. She wasn't asking me to sign up for anything or to do anything, but did I know somebody that might want to earn some extra money? Well, she didn't know my story because there's always the story behind the story. You know that? You show up, you put the smile on it, and everything looks real good, and nobody knows what's going on. Not even your family sometimes. So I said, tell me more, and that's when I was introduced to what is now the Juice Plus Company. Hope. I was all in. When I saw what could be done, I was all in. I was hopeful that earning $500 a month would bridge the gap between where I thought I was going to be. But that hope turned into a reality. It went way past hope. It became a reality of what you could do when you take charge of your life. And that's exactly what I did. And I always say that God takes care of us in spite of ourselves. That I was introduced to the Juice Plus Company. And I was not just facing divorce, but we were deep in debt. So there was a lot of things going on there. And I won't give you the whole gory details, but this is my long story short. I used to be a broke stay-at-home mom. Now I love being a rich cat about grandmother. Let's just go with it like that. So hope became a reality. And really, the hope then turned into trust. And so if you're new this morning and you're taking a look at who our company is, let me just assure you of some things that you can stand on and trust in. The Juice Plus is a 50-year-old company that is setting and has set industry standards in research. It's phenomenal. It's second to none in the world what we have done in taking a product like whole food nutrition, fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and investing. I just heard this the other day from John Blair, $20 to $30 million has been invested so you can go out there, not only take this for yourself and your families, but share it with great confidence. You can trust that we are doing the right thing. You can trust a company that has a track record of $50 billion in sales since its inception, with over 300. I don't know what the 2019 numbers are going to be, but I know that in 2018, we paid out over $300 million in commissions and bonuses to our representatives, to partners like you and me, who have the privilege of touching and cheering and changing people's lives. Trust. Isn't that exciting? You can trust a company that's making a difference. And, okay, keep going. Let's see, where I got next. Oh, core values. And okay, you get off the paper and keep going. Fast. Really, really fast. These are our core values. I'm looking at you and I'm not looking over here, so there's no telling what's going on over here. I know you're trying to take what I'm saying down, but I'll give the notes to you in a little bit later. So this is my husband David, and we have a great time. So our core values: longevity, approachability, quality, that the fact that you can trust the quality of our product in the marketplace is pretty incredible at what we have done. Trust that, keep going, Davey, next one. And I love this next picture. When I was at the trust that we're giving back. Trust what we're doing and giving back. We're not only helping people be healthier, but we are on a mission. And I remember when I started 35 years ago, one of the first conferences, and our conferences that we used to go to were like 200 people versus 8,000 now. But Jay Martin, our president and founder, who I'll show you a picture in just a minute, was always big on giving back. And I remember early on, those $100,000 checks going to Volunteers of America. Now, it's way past that of what we've been able to do as the title sponsors of the St. Jude Marathon, the Boys and Girls Club, volunteers, and the Children's Hunger Fund. And I heard that we were giving millions of meals away in Australia. I saw that somewhere in what we're doing. So whenever there's a disaster, Juice Plus Company shows up and they're making a difference. So you can trust a company that when you buy a product, when you buy Juice Plus, when you market it, when somebody that you love gets on it, that is making a difference in the bigger scope of the world. Trust that we are giving back. Next picture. You can trust somebody like Jay Martin. Now, if you don't know him, you don't know him like I know him, but I have had the privilege of working with him close. There was not many people when I started 35 years ago, and he took us under his wing and really mentored and shepherded us in a beautiful way. But Jay prophetically said many years ago, maybe right when Juice Plus was introduced, that the best was yet to come. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick little history. 29 years ago, or 28 years ago, as we were shifting from water filters and air filters, a high-ticket durable item, to a low-ticket resellable item that none of us had ever sold, people thought Jay had lost his mind. And they were leaving. There was a mass exodus. But Dave and I chose to trust the character of our president, and I'll cry about this because I remember saying, I don't care what we sell, I trust Jay Martin and his character, his integrity, how he cares for people, and I will never leave this no matter how bad it gets. And it got bad for a little bit, but then it got better, because when he prophetically said the best was, and I reminded him of this not too long ago. I said, you remember when you said? I said, you did it in a prophetic way and you didn't know, but the best has come. So trust. That was 27 years ago when he said that. And today we are the ones setting the standards in whole food nutrition, whole food-based nutrition, and what we're doing to make a difference in people's lives. And not just here in Smyrna, Tennessee, and not just in Tennessee, but globally, because we're in over 24 countries making a difference. So as we step into 2020, and for those of you who are brand new, I can tell you that if you're going to take a look at us and join our mission, you are in the right place at the right time, and you're hitting it at the right time, because you don't have to forget an old title, an old number, and learn a new, right? I got a lot of changing to do, verbiage and everything. So, as George W. Bush said in an interview, I watched him last year, and he said at 74 years old, this is a side note, not in my notes, but at 74 years old, he said, I vowed never to stop learning. So you can trust if you stay with the Juice Plus Company, you're always going to be learning. You're going to be learning something, for sure. But as we step into 2020, for those of us who have been around for a while, and we are on this mission of sharing, so there's some compensation changes, there's some title changes, there's some number changes, pricing has changed, we've gone to an inclusive price, and it'd be real easy to be full of doubt and to start questioning, and so like, why are they doing this, and why do we have to do this? But I just want to tell you, if you could, and I just want to encourage you to trust the literally thousands and thousands of hours of conversation, planning, backstories, research that has gone into what we're doing right now, you can trust that the field leadership and corporate leadership has our back, and we are in a pivotal place right now to take us into another 50 years. Really, we are. So we are in the right place at the right place. And then I want to encourage you too, as we're making all these changes, and just changes. Trust the system, but more than anything, trust the process. Trust the process of what we're doing. And when I say trust the process, when we share our stories, when we invite somebody to come to an event like that, we have no idea the life or the lives that will be touched. So I just encourage you to trust that process in what we're doing. Trust, consistency builds trust. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I remember one of our field leaders saying, David Beaver saying that consistency creates miracles. And I believe that with all of my heart. A little bit of doing the right thing every single day is compounding. And you can trust that, and you go back and look and say, oh my goodness, what a difference a day or a year or 10 years has made. But consistency builds trust. And then, oh, you did so good. Joy. I'm proud of you. Find joy. And I heard John Blair say this last Saturday morning on the Pajama Regional, and I just couldn't write it down fast enough. He said, there's the joy of making a difference. Wow. So if you haven't recommended Juice Plus to somebody, or you haven't had a customer come back to you and whisper in your ear, an 80-year-old friend of mine who I'd added on some time ago, and he whispers in my ear at church one Sunday morning, thank you. I've never felt better. Thank you. When you have someone that says, you know, it made a difference for me and my family. I was able to get up out of the bed. There's joy in knowing that you impacted somebody's life. And there's a side joy. You know, you start a business, you start a mission, you don't expect to have joy in it, right? If you go to work, you're just, I'm doing my job. I don't know, maybe you all love your jobs. I hope so. Life is too short, as my dad says, to do things that you do not like to do. Do what you love. Who is 92 and full of wisdom. I keep listening to him. Thank God for Juice Plus. So I'll just go that for him. But the joy of, there's a side thing of joy within our community, and that is the community. That is the culture. That is the friendships that we have been blessed to in this city and worldwide that we have. I can't even say enough about the joy of making a difference, the joy of the culture, the friendships, the memories, just the community. There's great joy in inspiring healthy living. So, next slide, baby. Okay, I'm just going to, just real quick. Because of hope, trust, and joy of this business, this travel, I didn't even talk about this in my story, but when I was growing up, travel was the thing that I wanted to do. How far can I go, and how many places can I go? And I often can be gone and ready to go in 30 minutes if somebody wants me to go somewhere. We love to travel and just throw the next, and this is just family, travel, all kinds of places. Keep going, Dave, keep throwing because I'm going fast. So Dave and I just got back from 3 weeks in Europe. We were there for just Christmas markets in December, and pictures don't even do this justice, I'm going to tell you. But if you want to go for a great time, looked like we were at a Hallmark movie every single day. Every day. Pictures in front of the Neuschwanstein Castle and all that. I know I'm not saying right. Next picture. And then we stumbled on, we were there to visit some family too. That's Dave with our niece's children, our great niece and nephew, and then we stumbled on this little coffee shop. I just have to tell you this really quick. Tiny little town, tiny little coffee shop with the biggest Christmas tree in the shop I've ever seen in those lights. So those are some of the experiences, but we love to keep making memories and travel that, and then giving back too. I mean, on my dream board, when I put the dream board together a few years ago, a new one, I put a big word, contribution, contributing. Income, money, resources, time, investment. Dave does a lot of stuff in our community. Coaches a blind golfer. He does a lot. Room in the Inn, many, many things. I'm there to support. So, next picture. If you've ever said, I wished I was in the right place at the right time, I believe that our future is so bright, we need to put our sunglasses on. I should have had my sunglasses up here. We need our sunglasses next picture. So if you've ever said, I wish I was in the right place at the right time, I would say that right now we are in the right place at the right time. This is Og Mandino. I had the pleasure of hearing him speak some years ago before he passed away. Incredible man. Read his books. They're fabulous. But he said, and this is a mantra you could choose, this is the time, this is the place, I am the person, I will act now. So I'm going to invite you, if you're on a mission and you want to make a difference, join us in this mission of inspiring healthy living around the world, because we're not done. We're just getting started for the next 50 years. And I don't know how long the Lord has me left on this earth, but while I'm here, as my pastor says, if you're not dead, you're not done. So we're not done, and we're going to keep on sharing and shine the light for health and hope. Thanks.